I'm a smidgen late, but that's okay. Had some last minute changes and stuff like that. We're going to start real soon. I'm just checking stuff. It seems now I have access to my chat directly in Streamlabs. Could be just my Twitch chat. There we go. Il y avait un délai, il y avait un délai. Where's my script? Oh, that's done. This still needs to be done. This is for tomorrow. This is done. This is done. I really need to tick these things before I do anything. Hopefully you guys are going to like what I have in store. Man, this thing takes room. Okay, I think we're good. Animated emotes can be disabled in settings. Yeah, from the color of things, it looks like now I have access to my Twitch chat directly on Streamlabs. Okay, that's an idea. Just going to move this up here, so I can move this down here. So whoops. Forgot that was there. So I'm going to work on that later. Yeah, expect a lot of that. So now we are going to switch to this, and yeah, I'm very see-through. I gotta see about changing the overall settings on my green screen. But other than that, if you notice, we now have a brand new overlay that I actually did Thursday. Like, I learned how to do overlays in a day and then managed to do all this. Of course, I'm looking here so I can... Weird. I'm going to lower this. So there we go. Now I look normal-ish. So you guys can see what's going on. The chat is still above me, but now we're all in nice little earthboundy windows. Gonna post the rules because the rules are important. And they should show up in the chat. There they are. So there you go. Now everything is pink. The pink background is slightly animated, but not too much. The ticker is also pink. I still kept... Well, it's Halloween today, so I completely remove my Halloween garlands. I haven't installed my other garlands on this particular setup yet. But that will happen soon-ish. So I'm gonna take a sip of my extremely fresh hot tea, and then we are going to get started for reals. And it looks like we had a little connection hiccup. This is new. I'm gonna wait to see if the connection is going to stabilize. We good? The lighting is all weird, and I don't know what could cause it, but in the meantime we are going to start for reals. We are going to figure out this lighting thing eventually. Let's get back to where my... I should probably go and get the last one. Since it's a sequel, I have to make a minimal effort for the stuff to match. Other than Picarto not wanting to work ever, everything else feels stable. Speaking of things that are not stable, I'm not getting any visual notifications anymore on my on most of my social media on my phone. And, this is quite problematic. I can feel myself doing the face I'm drawing right now. Trying to decide if I'm going for... or... So today is the second day of the mini Timmins Con. And quite obviously I'm not there. For a simple reason that I just couldn't afford it. The shoe is too small for the amount of money I would need just to travel to it. Considering it's a rural-ish area and I'm in a rural-er area. Problem with this story is that people will think this is like an Esprit d'Escalier story, and me thinking of the punchline on the spot. Would not have been possible, and it's just a gag that I thought of after. But no, sadly enough, this really happened as I'm drawing it. If anyone's wondering if I have back issues today, I do not. And that billy you just heard is I need to go check my turnips on Animal Crossing. I'm just gonna check on my leaky nose. For that I set it on white for another thing that I was working on. There we go, fix that up real quick. Swear to God, that is what I said. I don't remember the name of the customer, but I remember his face, so... I have a witness that I really said that. Hello, Coco, and happy Halloween! What do you think of my new overlay? What do you think? I did that, like, in a couple hours. Learning how to do it, and then putting the elements around, and then adding the cute little white earthboundy border. I still got lighting issues, but we'll figure these out eventually, you know? Because, like, yeah. I think you can see where the issue lies. But in the meantime, hey, I learned how to do animated overlays. Minimally animated, but still animated with the pink in the back slowly going around. Background provided by videasy.com, which I will link at the end of the stream. Good afternoon, Sharon Coco. Hope you're both well. Screen setup looks very cool. Thank you, Paul. I went a little wild on the pink because I could. Background is still the same. Whoop, that's not supposed to be there. Background is still the same, but that's just me. I thought I was watching an old school JRPG. Yeah, you could say that. There's the chat. There's a character portrait. There's a status. But that would be an idea, though. I could change a Pika Pikas for JRPG status screens or status effects. That's something to think about. I got another thing that I want to do also. It's an idea that I got from talking with Jeff Burton from Aurora Man yesterday. He was talking about 90s comics. So what I want to do is I want to do a brush set of nothing but leaf felt pouches. So that's one of my plans for this week. I also want to continue the horror cards, even if we're not October anymore. It's still something I want to finish. So I'm going to be mixing the horror cards with other cards that I'm meant to do. I am also waiting for an important book. I'm waiting for Nate Piekos' lettering book. And of course, there's going to be a lot of people looking at this and thinking, no, she didn't do that, she didn't do that, she didn't do that. Things that never happened for $200, Alex, and it did. I have a witness. This Purple People exists for real. That creator has some really great books. He does. And I'm looking forward to learning how to make my lettering better. I mean, it's obvious I like to learn. And I just ripped my nail in my watch. I like to learn despite being an absolute idiot. Also, for those who are curious, who were there last week, I finally worked down my screen protector enough that it doesn't squeak anymore when I work. Also, I just gave it a nice cleanup right before we started. So now it's the texture itself is back to normal. Except, you know, without the big scratched out spot in the middle. But yeah, I like to learn. Anything to make my art better, I will learn. A new art thing, I will learn. Because it's interesting to me. The irony here is that today is candy day and I only have one rocket in my rocket mug. I need to refill later. What people need to understand about me is that I absolutely loathe getting yelled at. Like, I got yelled at for the, dumbest shit in school. Like, I got slapped across the face over a chocolate muffin. So you can say that I get triggered when I get yelled at for no reason. Now that I got the squeaky out, this is really nice and smooth to draw on. Just like my 21UX, actually. My 21 UX was like less 2D than my 22 HD. So I was used to working on a very smooth screen. Then my 22 HD showed up and it had tooth, and people were like, yeah, it's better because it really feels like paper. And I'm like, yeah, but now I scratched out all the anti-glare in the middle, so what the fuck? And already... Are you going to align? And I already used up all the spare nibs that came with it in 1 year. And it took me like damn near like 11 years to use up one nib on my old Cintiq. Also today I'm supposed to be getting my birthday present from my sister. Sorry. But it's not, this time it's not because she took herself at the last second. It's because she had no idea what to get me. And I said, the thing I want is not going to be out on my birthday. And she said, well, you're getting it when it comes out. What is it? So I'm going to be getting Astérix et le Griffon sometimes today. Normally, if all goes well. I think this would be funnier if I give myself some eyelashes here. I tend to skip the eyelashes, seeing as I'm gender fluid. But if I need them, I'm gonna put them on. Fun fact, Vroid updated. They took out some features that I actually really liked in the beta. So I kept the beta. Because I was like, what if it's in Japanese only? I'm going to keep both versions in case. And it's a good thing I did because they took out the animation previews. Or if they kept them, I don't know where they put them. And sure enough, when I booted the new version of Vroid, it was completely in Japanese. I actually had to open my Google Translate app and aim it at the screen and try to figure out where the setting was to put it in English. Even if I could put it in English, I can't. Also, I have some pretty cool news that happened like this morning. We are now up to 310 subscribers on Tapas, so there will be a new Irritated Replayer sometimes this week. Just gotta decide what I'm going to do. Though between you and me, guys, it's probably going to be another Final Fantasy Mystic Quest episode, because I have this one section event of the game in my head right now that doesn't want to leave, so that's probably what I'm going to be drawing. That panel's facial expression is so good. This one? apparently that's my poopy face. Like, I keep repeating myself that this really happened, mostly to convince myself, but I know it really happened because I was there. I'm really easy to annoy if you tickle my triggers. Like I had this kid on the Divine Art. Shiro gave him the finger. It was still the retail version of the finger. I had this much self-control left. And I lost track of what I was saying. I mean, it's no secret I have ADHD, so... Oh yeah, this kid on Divine Art. He decided to go on my front page to ask me if I took ideas for the Mario comics, because he had an idea that could help. Oh, strike one. So of course, to people who have ideas, despite my front page saying that I do not take requests, like that other kid that sent me a note. I know you don't take requests, but here's a request. And I'm like, and so I answer the exact same thing I answer to everybody who has ideas to help me. You have ideas, I have a price list. Well, this little son of a bitch actually had the platinum cojones to reply, I don't share my ideas for profit. That's what it's called, collaboration, for a reason. The lion, the witch, and the audacity of this bitch. Like, oh my god, girl, I can't believe you went there. Oh, nice calm music playing while I'm telling that story. That's better. But I was like, oh, how dare. So of course what I did, I gave him a polite piece of my mind because I didn't cuss and I didn't use any caps lock. I did ask him what bill he was paying in this house to cop that attitude with me, and explained that me and Gabe collaborated by him paying me and sending me the script, and in exchange for him paying me, I would actually draw his ideas. And then I blocked him because I did not need to hear a remix of You're a Shit Artist Anyway. I'm going to tell all my friends. I'll make sure nobody works with you. You'll never work in this town again, you know. Je connais la chanson. But then, because obviously this guy is full of good decision-making processes, he decides to hit up Gabe. Who has even less tolerance for bullshit than I do. Probably to ask him to convince me to draw his ideas for free. You know, to help the scripting. Gabe didn't even bother replying, he just blocked him on everything. Why do I say everything? Because he hit him up on DA and even found him on Tumblr. Like, you can go over my head all you want, buddy. I'm still the final boss. I'm the one that does the art. I'm the one who wins! I'm the video game boy! Like, I can scream on the rooftops all I want that I'm gender fluid. I present as female, so people look at me and they, because of my size and my looks. Oh, it's a little girl. They don't know anything. I'm gonna go look for a man. Yeah, well, fuck you. It's even better when the man that they go in reference to just point back to me and go, well, they're the one that knows. They're the one in charge. And that's the fun thing of being my own boss. I am the one in charge. And because I'm the one in charge, you can't say jack shit. There is no upper management above me. And you can't intimidate me into drawing you something. Especially not with the good old, I'll tell all my friends not to deal with you. Good, if they're friends with you, that means they got similar attitudes to you, and I don't want to deal with more versions of you. I have dry scalp. so forgive the constant scratching. I do not have scabies, I promise. And my big old butt. Because you can't go wrong with my big old butt. I love your face in the last panel, so deranged. Well, I assumed that was the face I was making because I know I was giving him my full 32 teeth smile. So I assume it looks like this. Sharon's on fire! Paul, can't please refrain from spamming. I need to make the caps limit bigger. I think I made it at 10 or 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, I made it at 15. I think I'm gonna put it at 30 to give you guys a chance. You know what? I'm gonna put a note right now. I look horrible. It's the lighting and my settings. I need to figure it out. I keep changing them, but it's never enough because of the light from the screen. Up the cap limits on Streamlabs. There, like that. Paul, the thing is, those caps that I put are supposed to not apply to returning viewers, to regulars, and you guys are regulars. So I don't know how much more regular you guys need to be to satisfy the bot. Because I put these caps on to discourage idiots. Not people that talk normally like Paul here. Or Coco desperately trying to say a cuss. I did change my cuss filter from stars to happy words. I need to test what those happy words are. I keep catching myself turning slowly at 45 degrees. Ugh. I think the frame rate is pretty good today. I only got 3 missed frame rates since I started. I think the new settings are starting to settle. My first spam, I'm so proud. You're a big kid now. I'm going to hide the hinging so I can ink properly. Comic looks amazing this week. Thank you. I heard you've also liked the Simeon wallpaper. I know Simeon himself doesn't have a lot of details, but it'll make sense once I eventually get to his story. After Smaller Eyes. She said knowing full well she will take a break after this to play Phantasy Star 4. Happy words. Now, Coco, did you actually type happy words, or did you try to type a cuss and it just replaces with happy words? Because that's my kind of sense of humor. Some of you who've known me for a while know that for some reason when I'm really angry, my cussing turns extremely PG. And I do believe that's a side effect from being a fan of François Pérus. Because he has this character that he's semi-retired by now, called The Man That Shops. And what The Man That Shop does is he'll order everything on the phone. He calls up stores, asks them if they have something, and then he's being a little bitch about it. And that's the whole shtick. But he will insult people who don't answer him the way he wants / or needs, with like really cute insults. I typed it out, okay. So when I'm mad, my insults turn super cute for some reason, and that's the reason. Like I'm trying to translate in English some of his insults, like little bag of oatmeal, like the little sachets there. Or calling people small brains, des petits cerveaux. Then they'll go on full rants like that. Or answering really sarcastically. And when I say he calls people, like, it's all the same guy. He doesn't really call people. It's just the same guy doing all the voices. So I don't feel bad for the clerks that he calls because it's still him. So if he plays a clerk that hesitates too much on answering him or is super vague, he would answer something like, "Could you like be more vague? I'm way too informed right now. I'm about to hallucinate, I'm so well informed. Oh, the butterflies. Oh, the butterflies with the sunglasses." So yeah, that's my sense of humor. Shiro, is all the sarcasm really from François Pérus? No. Most of the sarcasm is from RBO, Rock et Belles Oreilles. They were something else. Much meaner than François. François was pretty clean, quote unquote. He would cuss, but he wouldn't really do anything to offend. Rock et Belles Oreilles' job was to offend. Like, they got away with things due to the time period. But sometimes people would not understand what they were trying to do. Like, I remember in an interview, Guillaume Lepage, the de facto leader of the Rock et Belles Oreilles group, during their TV show, they had made a sketch about these two Quebecers that were making fun of this black guy. And the point was, like, they were commenting on how the black guy was dressed, and they were basically dressed similarly. Like, why would they put these colors together and the two Quebecers had the same colors on, just in a plaid motif and stuff like that? And the point was to show people that they looked absolutely ridiculous being racists. And they got emails. No, they didn't. It was the 80s. They got mail from fans, quote unquote, congratulating them on making fun of, quote unquote, again, black people, because that's not the word these people used. And Gio was like, my God, we have some stupid fans. Like, if this had happened on Twitter right now, Gio would have blocked these people after giving them un chat de marde. Like, more recently, 2018, I think, if not earlier, they were in charge of the Bye Bye. The Bye Bye is a yearly show broadcast on the 31st of December and goes up until midnight. And it's basically a variety show to celebrate the stuff that happened during the year. And they were in charge of a couple of them, and in one of them they had a sketch about a rural town that had literally passed a law that forbade immigrants to go into town. And of course we all, from the example I just showed, we all know that RBO does not support racism. So what they did, they portrayed the whole town as inbred hillbillies. Like, they all had similar facial features, the same glasses, the same giant mole here. And one of the lines was, "I don't want any strangers to come here and harm me, my sister, and our kids." And of course the town got mad. But at the same time, you gotta admit that it's pretty silly to pass laws to prevent people from living in your town. Just because they don't share the same ethnicity as you. Especially in Quebec. And we all know how much I love Quebec's xenophobia. Anyway. Almost 2 o'clock on it. Almost done inking, so. I stepped out. What are you talking about now? I'm complaining about Quebec's racism again. But I'm done. I'm having tea. Good thing I took some layers off because I'm already sweaty. Got a little spooked earlier when I pulled up the overlay because those nice little white borders for some reason had disappeared. I had to reinstall them. Thankfully it was super easy. I already made the borders sized to the mask, so it's not like I had to carefully resize everything. Everything was already at the right size for every element. Nice and smooth. I really like this feeling. Like, yes, the screen protector has a tooth, but I drew the squeaking out, so now it's like really nice and smooth, as I expect a tablet to be. I'm used to a smooth tablet, not one that feels like paper. But if other artists like the feel of paper, I'm not gonna hold it against them. You want to be as comfortable as possible while drawing. When in doubt, use your elbow and shoulder. You get more stable lines that way. What do you want? Okay. Also, not so fun fact, I do not see visual notifications off my social medias anymore. You know those little ones? Those little red numbers that appear when you have new messages? They do not appear anymore at all. Not on my Facebook Messenger, not on my Instagram, none on Facebook itself. It's not practical at all. And I don't know what caused that. I didn't change anything in my settings. I even went to look on some fixes. No idea. I'm not on Do Not Disturb. And it's not because I don't have any notifications anymore. Like, I still got notifications when I got emails. I got notifications from my plant nanny that wants me to stay hydrated. Or, of course, when Duolingo wants me to do something. So I don't know what's going on. Like, here I got 11 notifications from my Abitica. It's all stuff I'm going to do today, so don't worry. So I don't know what's going on with my messengers. So if I delay when you talk to me, that's why, because I legit don't know. That's the thing, I have a smart mount like that because I can't fight. Not physically. I think it's pretty obvious looking at me. Because, like, yes, I do have muscle. Like, it's right here. I do have muscle. I don't know how to use it. And back when I was bullied physically, I didn't have those muscles. I was skinny as fuck. So my best bet was to be sassy. And that is a muscle that I have honed to diamond perfection over the years. Literally, when I broke up with my attempted abusive boyfriend, his only remark was to tell me that I stink. I said, well, sorry if the smell of soap makes you heartsick. Because after he started dating me, his hygiene took one serious drop. So yeah. And he was wondering why I didn't want to kiss him anymore. Well, your teeth are like 3 different colors. I'm not putting my mouth on that. I'm trying to work and you're making me laugh too much. Well, it's true. Why did you get on this stream if you were planning to focus on something else? You know why I am. You want to laugh more? Here we go. So I dumped the guy. And he had left. I had sold him an old TV. Like, this guy was 18, 19, and I had sold him an old TV, and because his father wouldn't let him have a TV in his dorm room because he was supposed to study. And I got ADHD, so I did understand that you need some entertainment during your studying. So I sold him my old TV because I had gotten a new one. But because his father didn't want him to have a TV, when school finished, he had hidden the TV at my house. And then I was supposed to go and visit him at his place, and I was like, I can't visit him at his place anymore. I'm not looking forward to it. Yeah, Shiro is the whole entertainment package. I got it all. Funny stories, horror stories, I'm better than Netflix. So I had broken up with him and I had told him to come pick up his TV or else I would tell his dad. So what he does, that fucking genius, is he comes to see me unannounced at like 11 in the morning, and that doesn't sound too bad. Usually I'm up and about at 11 in the morning. But usually I am not menstruating, like parting the Red Seas. Like, that's how hard I was menstruating, and I didn't have the pills that I have now at the time, so I was in terrible pain and in terrible mood. And Mom knew that, so when he showed up at the door and I was in bed, Mom very carefully knocked at my door to tell me that this attempted abusive boyfriend was at the door and wanted to talk to me. Did I want to talk to him? Apparently I looked like an angry sunrise, like with only my eyes peeking out of my blankets and my face like purple with rage. And I said, tell him to come in, and Mom was like, oh, he did. Oh, the boy dead. You're gonna be pining for the fuel pretty soon. So she lets him in, reluctantly, for the last time. It's not necessarily that she liked him. She was actually super happy that I ended up dumping him. But anyway, because once again, attempted abusive. And he was begging me to take him back. And I was like, fuck no. And I don't know who you think you are, but I am not taking back somebody that breaks stuff just because it doesn't work. And by break stuff, I mean he would throw the fucking shit around. And of course Mom was eavesdropping because, well, I would have eavesdropped if it was my daughter. So, because I'm funny as fuck. And he goes, why don't we just make a list of the good points and the bad points of the relationship, And I said, I know your fucking list. You're going to write nothing but good points, and I'm going to write nothing but bad points. And then he asked my mom if he could stay until 4, because he had told his ride that he would stay for the entire day. And both Mom and I went, no, you fuck off right now. And bring your TV. So what does he do? Because once again, he's abusive, but he's really bad at it. He very deliberately, my mom watched him do, he very deliberately stepped over the TV, completely ignored it, so that would give him an excuse to come back. And I'm not here for that shit. So, I get up a little later to eat through the pain because, well, menstruating. And I see the TV. And I'm like, oh girl, you did not. So I look at Mom. And I point to the TV. And because I didn't drive at the time, I was 17, going on 18, and I ended up getting my permit at 21. This is neither here nor there. I asked Mom if she felt like driving to the next town over. For a drive. And she looked at the TV and she looked at me with this smile. Yes. Because I did not learn this attitude from the neighbor. Now remember, this man, quote unquote, was not allowed to own a TV. So I still gave him one last chance. As in, I knocked on the door after driving an entire hour. I knocked on his door in hopes of giving him his TV without his father knowing, possibly. But because he's an idiot, what ended up happening was that he had went upstairs to sulk in his room, and it's not me exaggerating, he was the type to sulk. He had went upstairs to sulk in his room. His door was not, well, the entire house's, the front door was not locked. And despite me knocking and ringing the doorbell, and they had this really loud, fancy doorbell, nobody answered because the maid was there to clean. And apparently that was enough to cover this gigantic church or doorbell that they had. So nobody answered me, and well, I already had no patience at the moment, but now I had like 0. Enough chances. I go back to the door. Mom, give me a piece of paper and a pen. She gives me a piece of paper and a pen, desperately trying not to laugh. And I write down, this is this guy's TV. He forgot it at my place. Put the paper on the TV, left the TV in the entryway, and fucked off back home. And then he had the face to call back much later in the afternoon. Like, Shiro, were you at my place earlier? I said, yeah, why? Well, my dad found the TV. And I said, yeah, you just had to pick it up. Look, bitch, I know your tricks, and, it's not gonna work with me, buddy. Never entered my house again. This should go in mood. There we go. I keep forgetting where's my good guess. So yeah, don't get mad, I get even. That's why you don't mess with me, because I'm creative. That's worse. Sure, it's easy to slap someone, but to outwit them, and there's some people it's really not that hard to outwit. Now that takes skill. It's important to make the ears red too, because I have very sensitive ears. I'm a little hot, my ears turn red. I'm a little angry, my ears turn red. I'm a little shy, my ears turn red. Somebody looks in my general direction, my ears turn red, so yeah. I like that now you can change the angle of the writing and stuff like that, but it would still be nice that Clip Studio would take dynamic fonts. It's like all those ends would be different, or at least 6 different. They'd be a little up, a little down, stuff like that. I have a lot of dynamic fonts from Blambot, which is Nate Pieco's website. but I can't use the dynamic function because Clip does not do that yet. Maybe if I bother them enough, like I did with Marker Universe, to maybe get some color swatches. I mean, they did say that they're working on the suggestion I made, so I'm like, yay. So yeah, this is pretty much the only way to get some semi-dynamic font going on. To do it one letter at a time. Still works, would just be nice, you know? Alright, let's see. Just gonna put some white back. Pick my nose, of course. Have some tea. See how you guys are doing. Noticing it's really dark outside despite having my blind down. Desperately trying to even out the lighting. My background is still transparent. It's just that the color behind this element is black due to the masking. I can change that, as you can see in the chat up there, and I'll work on something next time. Maybe put a gradient. Assuming I think about it, because of course I'm busy. Oh yeah. One more thing. I'm gonna put some action lines on the poopy face. Just because I feel it'll look better. Perfect. Action lines really bring in the focus, I feel. Like, you know, you gotta look at that panel. Or else something bad will happen. And I do believe with that we're done. Looks good. You damn right it looks good. Did I give myself earrings last time? No, I didn't think so. Yeah, we are good for today. So of course, seeing as we're, I don't even need to check my calendar. So we're just gonna go to the bookend to do the usual. Oh shoot, I forgot. Hang on. Gotta go back here real quick. Is that the right one? There we go, good. I just added in the chat the link to the pink animation going on in the background. Found it on the VidEasy. Super comic today, Sharon. Thank you, Paul. Now we can go to the end screen. So of course, first and foremost, extra special caramelized sprinkle-covered thanks to my patrons on Patreon, Amber B, Jeff B, Paul K. Your continued support is always immensely appreciated. And as I said, there's no real need to check my calendar because I know there is going to be a weekend stream next week. Because of course there's going to be the Colors of the Month challenge on Saturday at 1 PM Eastern, and the usual bootleg cookie on Sunday at 1 PM Eastern. I just realized I need to copy this overlay to work with my phone. I should probably make a note of that. Because that's not something I should forget. And of course, I hope you guys had fun watching me draw this. I know I had a lot of fun drawing it. And I'll see you guys next weekend, the entire weekend. I love you all, and bye-bye.